Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Huntdown. We've beaten the final boss of the first zone of the game, the Hoodlum Dolls. Now it's time to take on the Misconducts. Let's see if we can 100% the first boss, TNT Randy. This section of the game takes place in the subway, and the theme of the gang is hockey, because I don't know why. So, first level is not actually, I think, that much harder than the Hoodlum Dolls levels. Although this stage definitely has some hard things in it starting in the second level. But this one is not super crazy. We have a new weapon, the sawed-off shotgun. Really powerful up close, though it has a more limited range. Guys with the hockey sticks, that's our new weapon. I might go the entire section without ever picking up any of these hockey sticks. Got a little secret area back here with an automatic rifle. Make sure you blow up this container. That's the first stash. Or, I'm sorry, that's the first stash. I got that confused. That's another really nice weapon. It's explosive. I'll pick that up. I might come back for the automatic rifle later. Here, we're going to have our first stash. It's going to be a chase down. There's a guy right over there. You can use the explosive weapon to kill him pretty easily. Now, I've used up all of the shots on the explosive weapon, so I'm going to go back to get this rifle, because we do have just a large volume of bad guys here. And generally speaking, I prefer to be spendthrift with the weapons instead of trying to save ammo and possibly die. Oh boy. Ah, you're a jumper. One of the trickier stashes in the game, this is actually an area that you can just shoot through. We got the second stash and also a nice machine gun. Still have a lot of bullets on the assault rifle, but there's more bullets in the machine gun, so I'll pick that up and I guess leave that behind. Oops, I forgot I didn't have knives. That was probably not actually worth doing. Now here we have our first instance of a pit. Make sure you don't fall down there. That's a hilarious way to lose. I'm gonna just use up this last grenade. Because sometimes with the Mow Man, because the special is so good, the knives, having a grenade can actually be a bad thing. Okay, so if I hadn't found the machine gun in the secret area, this automatic rifle would be very useful. If you're wondering, like, why are there all these special weapons that you're not picking up, it's just because I found the stash. And the third stash you can see just sitting up there, so it's one of those where all you have to do is just make sure that, oopsie, hold on, I don't want to get caught in the crossfire. Oh god. All you have to just do is make sure you don't forget to double back for it. Oh my god! Oh, that could have taken away the 100%. Are you gonna jump up to me, buddy? Thanks. I'm just gonna jump down here, kick this guy, and then we'll go up this way to make sure we don't. Oh, oh jeez! Almost lost it there. This is why I'm just so impressed by people who play on badass difficulty. I mean, I take damage all the time. I don't know how you go through a whole level without ever taking a single point of damage. Okay, so we got all the stashes. We don't have all the kills yet. You'll see it says 39 out of 40, but that's fine. If there are ads during a boss fight, those count. So like there's two guys that already start in this fight, and more will be forthcoming, so we'll get all the kills. The only thing that's left, of course, is to actually not die on the boss fight. So TNT Randy has two phases. In the first phase, he's holed up in his little bunker up there, and basically, if you're not on his level, he will throw sticks of dynamite out at you. If you are on his level, he'll periodically shoot a rocket launcher. And there's a pretty long visual tell with those rockets. So it's super easy to either just, you can do a lot of things. You can jump over them, you can duck down to the next level, or you can of course hide in this alcove here. I am saving up my special weapon for the next phase, because as you might imagine, simply destroying the stationary bunker is not sufficient to defeat Mr. Randy. He pops out after you blow off all the armor. Then he walks around the level. It's an interesting one because there's this gap in the middle, so it's a little bit different compared to, you know, the stuff that we saw in the Hoodlum dolls. What I like to do is wait for him to pop out and start shooting that rocket, and then get the shots in while he's preparing the rocket shot. Because that's when he's really vulnerable. And then since there's such a long lead on those rockets, you can jump to safety before the rocket lands there. I hope I'm making this look a little bit easier than it is. It is a boss I've died on, you know, like I have on every other boss in this game. But I don't think he was ever the most challenging boss. Now, eventually, he gets to a third sort of phase. It's not delineated as obviously as the transition to this phase, which is that he throws out a bunch of dynamite sticks. So with these, you sometimes can get caught between a rock and a hard place where the blast radius of the dynamite sticks will get you no matter where you stand. So the trick is make sure that you stay calm. It takes a while for these things to explode, so just kind of wait and see what happens, and then walk to a safe area, an area on the ground that is not covered in dynamite. Even if you have to pass through dynamite to get there, it's worth doing. Notice, by the way, I'm not picking up that sawed off. It's just not worth it, because I want the long range of my basic weapon to shoot him. You can, of course, pick the sawed off and chase him around, but I feel like that makes things harder rather than easier. Anyway, got there. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and/or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.